Hi, everybody. This is Jill for today. Thank you for coming into my kitchen. Well, if you follow my channel, I do a lot of baking, cookies, breads, muffins, that sort of thing. And I've been getting lazy in my old age. And I like to bake cookies for the director, and I don't sometimes because I get lazy. So I said, I got to revamp this whole style of how I bake. And we're going to that old good jar, in a jar. And I'm going to show you three of recipes, two of which are some of my better recipes. You put the ingredients in this jar, you pull it out when you want to bake cookies, you throw an egg in there and butter, mix it up, and you've got cookies. How easy is that? And you don't have to just, do one jar at a time. If you'll see here, I've got a lot of stuff out. And so I'm going to do a number of jars today. I'm going to label them. I'm going to date them, put them in my pantry. And then when I need to make a batch of cookies, they're ready. So we're going to start off with the oatmeal cookies. And I will leave a video link in the description box with the recipe. But you can go to that original recipe video and see how I put it together. So, okay. So here we go. We've got a cup of flour. In fact, I think I'm going to get a knife here. Just have a little... I'm a scoop and go person, but I thought maybe I'd do a little more of that. Okay, so we got some flour in there. This will make about 22-inch cookies. And then I've got, let's see here, I've got a half a cup of sugar. See, and if I have all this stuff laid out, I don't have to haul it out every time I want to make a batch of cookies. It's all there, ready to go. So there's a half a cup of white sugar. And then I'm going to do a half a cup of brown sugar, which, we like to pack that down. That's a true half cup of brown sugar. And then we've got, let's see here, then we've got baking soda. Here's my baking soda, which I need half a teaspoon of. It's going to go in there. And then I have baking soda. And then I have a spoon on the floor is what I've got. I've got a teaspoon, see here, I've got this all screwed up here. I got a 3/4 of a teaspoon of, there's one, and that's 3/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. Then I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to move this out of my way for right now. And I'm just going to kind of shake that down a little bit. Then I've got a teaspoon of, cornstarch. Yeah, this is optional, the cornstarch is, but I find it kind of gives you a more chewy, texture. We've got that in there. Make sure I've got everything in there now. Salt, right? Okay, now we're going to add the oats. And what's so nice about this is you're going to soften up some butter. Make sure I'm not talking here while I'm doing this. Okay, you're going to soften up the butter, and you're going to put it in a bowl with your egg and your vanilla, and you're going to beat it up like you would for cookies. And then you're going to add this mix into it, stir it up, and you've got cookies. All right, so there it is. Those are oatmeal cookies. There's 2 ways, 3 ways you can do this. I've made a lid label, see? And I'm going to pop that on. And I don't know whether you've seen my fancy schmancy lid sealer. This is such a cool tool. If you do any kind of dehydrating or any kind of things that you want to seal, not can, of course, but you want to take the air out of a jar, this is ideal. You don't have to have one of these. You could just, close the lid on it. These last, if you don't put a lid on them, maybe 2 or 3 months. Now, see, it's sucking the air right out of there. And it depends on how much is in there. I'm not going to run the whole thing because, but that's how it works. And there's see, it's not, I didn't let it run long enough, but I wanted to show you how it works. And I'll tell you what, you get a heck of a good seal. So I'm going to put a lid on here. And as I said, this can go in the pantry, oh my gosh, 3 or 4 months. And today I'll make maybe 3 jars of this, put it in the pantry. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the recipe, what you can do is make yourself a little card. You can have a card file with your recipes on them. So you got the, the hang of what they do. And you could just tie this on. It's got your ingredients and your instructions. And that's that. So that's the oatmeal cookie. I'm going to set that aside. And the next one I'm going to do is our chocolate chip, which is so darn good. So the chocolate chip is 1 3/4 cup of flour. Let's get my thing here. Get the oats out of the way. Bring my spoon and my flour back in here. All right. And a little bit less than that. There's 1 3/4. Sure I got that right. Yes, 1 3/4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, got that. Move that aside for now. And then I've got 1/2 cup of sugar, granulated sugar. That goes in. And 1/2 cup of the brown sugar. See, when you have all these ingredients out, most cookies, unless it's some, unusual cookie, they all have the same ingredients. So if you just bring all this out on the same day, you could put together, 6 jars within 30 minutes. I mean, it's not going to be a problem. And then we have a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And then let's see here, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt again. Put a little salt in there. And then again, just a little bit of cornstarch. Just makes the cookie a little chewier. That's 1/2 and 1. And make sure I have all those ingredients in there. And again, this is how this rolls. I mean, it's just so darn simple. I'm going to kind of shake that down. And then here comes the chocolate chips. And those are just going to go right on top. Shake that down. Shake that down. All right, just like that. And I need a lid here because this one got caught in here. There it is. And again, you could use your vacuum sealer to seal that down. You're going to put your jar lid. Same thing. Make yourself a little card. Now, isn't this a nice gift too? You could give this to someone, with instructions on how to make it. But again, you're going to soften some butter. You're going to throw an egg in there and some vanilla. Whip it up. Throw it in the oven, and you've got cookies, and they're so good. Well, it's my cookie recipe. It has to be good, right? Okay, and the last one I'm going to do. Now, I was told that I need to make a disclaimer. We, unfortunately, eat a lot of biscotti from Costco. I don't make my own biscotti, but this is a great container, and so is this one. This is a great container. I don't buy fancy, containers. I don't need them because this is strong. It's durable. It holds the moisture out and keeps everything nice on the inside. So, I was saying, he says you need to make a disclaimer on that. So I did. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is the last, and this is the sugar cookie. Now, what I love about this is you don't have to have a jar. Remember I said, here it goes, it comes in a jar, right? It doesn't have to be in a jar. What I did here is I've got just a gallon-sized baggie, and I stuck it in, this is something deep that'll hold it upright while I'm filling it. So the sugar cookie, I've got my little thingy in there, my little funnel, and I'm going to get my recipe here for my sugar cookies. This takes 2 cups of flour. Yikes. And again, I'll probably make 2 or 3 of these jars today. So I'll have like a 6 jars in the pantry, and then I won't have to worry about it for months because it'll all be there. All right, so I've got my 2 cups of flour. Let's go right into that baggie. Okay. Set that aside. And then I have a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And again, as you can see, it's just kind of the same thing over and over again. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Oh, that was the cornstarch. Now I need my 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Where are you? There it is. Okay. Yeah, I found out this cornstarch, really, I've tried it a few times in my different recipes, and it does give you a little more chewier, texture. We like it, so that's why I add it all the time. Okay, and then I got a cup of granulated sugar. There it goes. And a 1/2 cup of the brown sugar. And again, I'll have all the ingredients for you. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to list all 3 of these recipes in the description box, so you'll have them there. You don't have to go searching everywhere for them. And there's my 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And I'm making sure here I've got everything. I do. I'm going to tuck that in there, that down in there. Now, this isn't as pretty and all that good stuff, but here you go. You have your cookie mix. Probably a quart-sized jar would do you fine, or quart-sized bag, I should say. So you're just going to seal this up and just kind of, you know, work some of the oxygen out of there like that. If you had an oxygen absorber, if you're into oxygen absorbers, you could put one of them in there. And again, you know, you could just mark sugar cookie and the instructions of the temperature and all that. But again, this is the same thing. Soft butter, an egg, and some vanilla, and you've got sugar cookies. So as you can see, this was like, you know, I got all these things out here. Yeah, but I'm going to have, after I'm done today, within a half hour, I'll have enough recipes of cookie dough to make cookies for months. So there's my beautiful chocolate chip cookies. Huh? Is that beautiful? And I've got my raisin. This is the oatmeal. Now, you could put chocolate chips in here. You could put raisins in here. I would not put raisins in the jar because those raisins are going to take some of that moisture. We're going to add moisture to the jar. So I wouldn't add the raisins. Certainly chocolate chips if you wanted to do that. And then the simple, humble sugar cookie. I hope this helps. I know it's helped me. It's made things so much easier for me in the kitchen. And I like this method and it works. And if you have somebody that's coming over, you know, you didn't know they were coming over and you said, oh my gosh, I have nothing to serve. Pull out one of those jars, make yourself some cookies. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Tell your friends about my channel, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.